Jamaica Defence Force, in collaboration with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, will host Exercise Event Horizon 2025 from January 12 to 26, 2025. 14 countries from the Caribbean, Central, South and North America and Europe will be participating in cybersecurity, search and rescue, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, and maritime safety and security exercise simulations. Follow us on Instagram, X and Facebook at JDF Soldier for more details.
Guys, I'm getting schooled on what's a pip and what's a star. I gotta tell ya. But once you are a sunriser, you have pips and stars. How about that? Yeah. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Thank you so very much for staying with us. Now, we have a very exciting part of the show right now, and we're looking into the capabilities of the Maritime Air and Cyber Command of the Jamaica Defence Force. Good morning to everybody at the JDF. You know, big up the soldier name. You know, when you see soldier, it's serious. Serious. When you see the soldiers, it's serious, all right? Proper when you see the camouflage something, you know, it's a LR. It got serious right now, okay?
And when you see the CDS come out, you know it's very serious.
Oh my God, and the denim, it's a lot. When you see both combined, it's gonna be a showdown. Yeah, so it's a lot. Well, the Jamaica Defence Force, they're here this morning, and they will be on full display when they host the Exercise Event Horizon 2025. We have with us this morning Brigade Commander, at Maritime Air, Brigadier Elon Clark. He joins us alongside Exercise Director Captain Cleon Thompson. Welcome, gentlemen. Do I salute this way? What do I do? Am I doing this?
Thank you very much for having us. We promise we're not going to be serious.
No, whenever I see a soldier, you offer us to take off the grin off of your face, and it's like, attention. And you're like, okay, thank you, sir. But we called some names a while ago. Brigadier, Commander. I see some stars, I see some pips. I just learned a new word. Pips.
Yes.
Here, I thought it was a Gladys Knight of pips. But no, you actually have pips on the thing. Okay? First of all, sir, what's a pip and what's a star?
All right, so good morning.
Yeah.
And good morning to the audience. So, for an observation, looking at them, they're actually quite similar just for the visual, but they have significant differences in terms of what they translate to in terms of rank.
Okay.
So a pip is, on the scale, is lower than a star.
Okay.
So one pip represents a second lieutenant, and that increases up to captain, which has 3 pips. So second lieutenant has 2 pips, and the captain has 3 pips. When we transition to star, we go into the general ranks.
Oh,
right?
general.
One star is a brigadier general, normally used in the US military system.
Okay.
And 2-star, and it increases. So 2-star would be a major general, 3-star, a lieutenant general.
Oh, so what's the highest number of stars you can have?
Well, so you can have 5 stars, but you normally would not see 5 stars routinely. 5 stars is reserved for use only in times of war.
Okay.
So generally, the highest would be a general, which is 4 stars.
Oh.
But in times of war, you can be elevated to a 5-star.
I like that. 4-star, yeah. 4-star, 4-star. I like it. But this event, the exercise event, what's that all about?
Well, we've seen a series. First of all, help us to distinguish between a series of things that we've seen or we've been hearing on in advertisements. So yesterday, there was an exercise that took place out by Victoria Pier. I saw CDS. I saw Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake as well. Explain to us what happened yesterday as distinct from what is going to happen.
All right, so I'll start off with a general overview of what Event Horizon is. And Cleon will go into the more detailed breakdown. So Exercise Event Horizon is a multinational, multi-agency, and multi-domain exercise, which incorporates all the various elements of things that we are expected to see in those domains in real-world scenarios. And what it does is bring all of our partner nations and agencies together to exercise so that we can be comfortable that in the event something should happen, we are well prepared.
It's a drill.
And that is what we are actually trying to achieve.
Oh, okay. I like that. So yesterday that happened downtown. What else are we looking forward to, Cleon?
So what we're looking forward to for the exercise, and just for everyone to know, the exercise actually began on the 12th of January. And that saw the movement of several assets, ships, aircraft, moving into position for the exercise pre-staging phase of the exercise. And ultimately, what you'll see happening and taking place mostly at sea is the interaction between several militaries and organizations to conduct exercises to refine the SOPs and the skills and drills required for us to be efficient and effective at our jobs. So things like search and rescue, things like, providing assistance to persons lost at sea, these are the things that we work together on in order to become better at our jobs.
Last week somebody asked me the question of why. I was trying to explain the why because I said, I was saying that imagine you had these assets and you never moved them, you never used them ever.
They might seize up.
Like when would you ever, and so now, when would you ever have the experience of using them in unison?
Yes.
So
and knowing what to do.
And what to do.
To explain the why, there are several reasons for why. When I was trying to break it down in terms of even looking at it from the strategic to the tactical perspective.
Absolutely.
Strategically, the region is made up of small island developing states.
Yes.
And that within itself has some limitation on our individual capacities, just by nature of being small and our resources. But whenever there's a significant incident or occurrence, we tend not to operate independently. And I'll use the recent earthquake in Haiti as an example.
Yes.
We come together as one community to address issues. But if we don't operate and exercise and be able to hone those skills collectively, when there's an incident, we might not be able to move seamlessly. So what exercise... And quickly. So what Event Horizon does is provide an opportunity where we can bring all these nations together in a controlled environment so that we are able to identify our gaps, pool our resources, so that in the event something happens.
Yes, you're ready.
We're ready.
Yeah, you didn't make it flat-footed.
But it goes beyond that. So even from a tactical perspective, even though there are a number of policies and procedures, Cleon spoke about SOPs.
SOPs, yes.
What's an SOP, sorry?
Standard operating procedure.
Very, thank you much.
But even though those exist, and they are usually robust within the military and our agency, but nothing beats the ability to take up your phone and say, Dennis, this is Elon. There's a situation, let's deal with it.
Right.
And so Exercise Event Horizon also gives us that opportunity to build the camaraderie, build the trust, so that we are actually talking to someone as opposed to just a voice on the phone, so that we come together and address issues. And that is the reason why we're doing this. And it makes sense.
So yesterday was Victoria Pier, you said, Dennis. Where will the other exercises be held? And I'm just seeing the little children. Is it free? And how can people get there to see this on full display?
Well, for the most part, the exercise that will be conducted several miles offshore Jamaica. However, you will have some exercises being conducted in Jamaica. One will be happening at the Kingston Harbour area, and that is to practice the National Oil Spill Plan. So you will see soldiers operating in and around the harbour, trying to basically go through the procedures of cleaning up oil and, of course, keeping the public safe at the same time.
Right.
So you will also happen to see in Portland as well, and both things are happening next week, persons being exercise for mass casualty recovery, and we are in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Wellness on that. So what you'll see is persons in the water, out by Ken drones, and the helicopters and the various vessels from Jamaica, Dumrep, and the Bahamas trying to recover those persons who essentially would have been lost at sea via a downed aircraft.
And these are all trained persons, right?
These are all trained persons.
Because we'll probably get nervous.
Right.
Like how me I drive past and see that now.
But that is why conversations like this are important, because you need to do the drills and the various exercises, but you let people know so that they know what to expect. They're going to hear some sounds, they're going to see some things, and nobody's like, what? What is going on? What's going on? You know, that kind of thing. And also, I think that it is also important or valuable, you can confirm, for us to have these kinds of exercises as a form of information operation because people need to know that we can.
Yes.
Like we need to know, because there's, ignorant people, very ignorant people might think soldier them just up at camp, nah do nothing.
Yeah, so don't
Well, like you think them just up and play domino.
Yeah, I pick up people star.
But the truth is that you have to show them capacity. So, and also inspire the next generation. You through what you're doing, you have some little picnic and watch,
I want to do that.
That's the future brigade commander that you're inspiring.
That is indeed correct. And sometimes I do hear the remark, what are soldiers doing? Besides
when it's up that trade, and I build 6-pack, Elon.
Well, don't let me tell my
That's another exercise event. Yes.
So, for the most part, there are some elements of the JDF that are obvious.
Yes.
The infantry, those persons that you are actively supporting the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and we see them.
They're front-facing.
They're front-facing. And so those, the general public sees them, they know them. But the JDF is much more than that. If I should speak specifically to the Maritime, Air and Cyber Command, most of our activities are beyond sight.
Yes.
The maritime environment goes very far. The cyber domain, again, an invisible threat. And so the opportunity for Exercise Event Horizon to show that we are more than just what you are seeing. There are lots happening that you are not seeing. It gives that confidence to our citizens.
Yes, I was about to say, because now that I know my country has this ability, it gives me this kind of confidence knowing that, we can handle it. Because oftentimes we think that these types of things are only in first world countries or overseas, the big boys. But hello, we as a collective, we got stuff going on as well. So I do like that. So again, Cleon, just tell us, where can we watch? When can we watch? When can we come out and enjoy the event?
Right, so for the oil spill, that will take place between the 22nd and the 23rd of January. And for the mass casualty recovery, you'll see or be able to see that between the 24th and 25th of February. So basically next week, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Of January, yes.
Right, of January. Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and next week, Thursday and Friday.
So, and it will be downtown, you said?
So the first iteration or activity will take place in Kingston Harbour.
Yes.
So you can go out by the Palisades and you can see the activity there.
Nice.
Or if you're not in Kingston and you're in the Portland area, you'll be able to see the activities in Portland between Thursday and Friday of next week.
I like that. So Portlanders, look out for that. I'm very excited about it. And congratulations to all of you guys. And is this a yearly event?
So we started off as a yearly event. So this is actually our third iteration. So the first one was 2023, and we did it for every year. As we started off with 3 countries.
Yes, sir.
3 countries. We're now at 14 participating countries and roughly 33 agencies. So you see it has grown over time, which indicates that the planning process has also grown. And so based on that, what we have decided is that we will look at a biannual exercise, so it extends the planning time. So we're looking for potentially the next one be 2027.
Very well. I love that. And I'm quite sure that there is some little boy or little girl watching this morning and seeing the exercise and they're like, you know what? I want to do that for me. I want a soldier. I want to fly helicopter. And I like that for children because you know what, Elon? Representation matters, right? And when children and young people and people in general can see it, it makes it believable because if Elon and Cleon can do it, so can I, So I really love that. Is there anywhere else that we can get additional information?
So our social media pages are very active.
Yes.
Instagram, we're on X, Facebook. The JDF site is for Instagram is at JDF Soldier. And then the individual units, so for example, MAC, there's a formation, which is the host, it's MACC_JDF. And so we publicize all the activities there. GIS also is very integral in our PR, and so you'll be able to track events on their pages as well.
Definitely. All right. Sounds great.
Right, thank you so very much for stopping it. By the way, oh yes, I come feel like,
Come on, man. Get that big finger.
There you go. Okay.
Keep your arms straight.
No, technically, I want to get it right, like, seriously. Tell me, so like this?
That's perfect.
That's perfect. That is good. That is good.
Thank you for stopping by, gentlemen. Our guests have been Brigadier Elon Clark and Cleon Thompson from the Maritime Air and Cyber Command of the Jamaica Defense Force. After the break, our destination will be Airbnb Investment 101. You don't want to miss that. Stay with us.
Chop it now. Chop it now. You come to chop it. Look, you chop it down.
See that?